Smash Engineering.
Alright, welcome to this episode. It's kind of a quick one, I hope. I'm sure many people have ran into this problem because when we were camping, we mentioned this problem and other people said, yeah, either storms damaged them or whatever, but finding replacement poles for your like screened-in fence or screened-in house tent things, finding replacement ones is almost impossible. So what I'm going to be doing today is we had bought this Eddie Bauer screened-in house brand new, and this is what it looks like, and it was on clearance. We didn't know why, but when we went camping for the first time, this is another reason why you should always set things up before you go camping. We got there and it was missing, it had all but one of these. These are the poles, these are like the main structure of it that hold it together. If I remember, I'll put a picture right here of our campsite and what we kind of had to do to make this work while we were gone, but we're getting ready to go camping again, so I'm going to show you how you can make something like this. And I understand that you could use a pole or something and just cut it to the full length of it, but I want it to fit inside this bag, because when I'm not camping, I don't want things all over that go to certain things. I like it all to be together. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, some of the things you're going to need for this particular one is find some electrical conduit at your local like Home Depot store, home improvement store, or electrical store, and find it as close to your original pole as possible. Here I was able to get almost identical size. And then of course you're going to need to know what your full length is when it's put together so that you get enough. So first thing I'm going to do is lay this out. Now I'm trying to show you, I have a chop saw and I have more proper tools to do this, but I'm trying to do this with minimal amount of tools and tools that the average person might have around the house or in a garage. So one of the things is I'm going to use an angle grinder to cut this. Always have ear protection, most importantly eye protection. And then if you have a tape measure, it's great. If not, you can use if you have one of the other poles, you can use it and you just line it up down there. Is that lined up flush?
Black pole, come a little closer to me. Yep, perfect.
So you can do this, and then you just mark with a marker. And give yourself a little extra, because you got to understand the thickness of this blade is going to get cut off every time. So if that's exactly where you need it, you need 2 more thicknesses of the blade. So we'll end right here. And then you can either mark where these go. It's not real crucial, but I want this to fit in the bag with the other ones, and I'm also going to probably paint this black just so it looks nice. But what you can do then is mark where your points are, I guess 1/3 along the way. You can either measure them or mark them like this, and then it'll kind of fit together the same way and fit in the bag the same way. So we'll line this up there. We'll give us a mark here. This is going to be your cut line. And you don't want to mark inside how much it goes inside, because this one only goes inside until it's flush with itself. It doesn't actually fit up inside of it, because we're using these set screw couplings. So we'll do like this, and we'll do like that, and it'll give us the thickness of the blade there, like that. And so that's going to give us, oh actually, I'm glad I did that, I goofed up. So this is why it's important to watch this video. Starting from down here, your cuts, so I would have ended up with quite a bit of extra. So let's start, you gotta start from the end that you're not cutting. So let's start there, let's do a cut here. Let's put an X on this one so we know not to cut that one. So we're starting there, and then wait a minute. Oh yeah, okay. So you mark it, and then you put this one together, and then you mark the next one. Okay. should come out to the end perfectly. And if you look, it does. So that top line is my end line, and then every mark along the way is right at the same seam. I went backwards the first time. So now we'll go ahead and cut that. It's weird when poles fit into each other because it's hard to know exactly where you're supposed to do it, but I'm glad I checked. Now obviously if you didn't care if it can fold up, you could just cut it like this, throw it in your car and use the full piece, and that would probably be stronger, but this will work just fine. It will, when it's put in place, the weight of the tent, and then you tighten these the screws on it to make it, you know, hold in place. But so it is a little bit bendy, but so is the original. The original one is not exactly as sturdy as a solid pole. So, all right, in the last clip I was showing you it was kind of like flimsy and wobbly. I didn't do it quite justice because I hadn't tightened these screws yet. So if you tighten these, like it'll be when you actually go camping. And now when you go camping, you'll need a screwdriver. They're flat blade or Phillips. So, but it's much more rigid, just like the original here. Actually, it's a lot stronger than the original, but it's gonna work great. So that is gonna be how we do that. So like I said, quick video. I'm not gonna show painting it. You guys know how to paint stuff, or you should. But yeah, leave me a comment in the comment section, put a like on there, subscribe if you can, and share this video to someone who might need it. And hopefully this helps you get your tent back working again if you're missing a pole or if a pole got damaged during a storm. So, thanks for watching.